What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning in for today's episode of Chemical Guy's Detail Garage. Today we brought in this really thrashed Volkswagen because I wanted to show you guys how to remove deep embedded stains and lingering odors using one simple product, and that is going to be lightning fast. This is one of my favorite products because it removes all these kind of stains, grease, odors, while also reviving the fibers. You can also use it on your plastics, your vinyl, even your tires to remove any kind of old dressings, or maybe if you're cleaning up your white walls. But what I'm going to show you here is, you see that the seat has these small squares here because we've already done some Instagram videos showing you guys how to remove it using lightning fast, but now we're going to go in depth on the proper procedures as well as how to use it, maybe how not to use it. But to start off here, we've got our lightning fast, and I'm just going to spray directly on the surface here. And then also spray a little bit on the brush. We'll give this a moment to kind of set in. We're also using a nifty brush. This works great for cleaning your seats, fabric. Also good for your tires, things like that, but you want to make sure that you separate your brushes, or at least designate one for maybe interior and exterior. So you see it just easily removes it, just letting the cleaner do its job. You don't have to aggressively scrub on there because the fibers are still sensitive, even though they are very dirty and you want to really dig in, but they are still very sensitive, so you can mat them easily. You don't want to scrub aggressively on there. But I'll show you guys a trick that if you do have very sensitive fibers, or maybe if you're working with suede, a trick that I've learned is just to take a clean microfiber towel. And I'll show you how to do that. I'll just wrap it around our brush here. This way we're going to cover the fibers, and then we'll spray the towel itself. Just a clean yellow microfiber towel, which we've designated for interior jobs. And you just want to work that back and forth. And again, this is if you're working with sensitive material where you don't want to mat the fibers, or maybe you're afraid of scratching something with a brush. The towel is just going to gently do the job. It also shows you how much grime you're pulling off the surface, because now, although this thing was bright and beautiful before, now it's very dull, very greasy, and it's covered in all that grime that we just pulled off the seat. It's also a great way to continue cleaning your brush because obviously it's going to go somewhere. It's going to get stuck to the bristles of your brush, so cleaning it up periodically will keep from cross-contaminating or bringing it back onto the surface. Keep going down the way here. I've already vacuumed the seat and also the rest of the interior because that's the first job or the first task whenever you're working on any interior, is to remove as much of the filth so you're not grinding it into the fibers, and it's also just going to be a smoother detail. You don't necessarily have to work top to bottom when you're working with the seats here, but I prefer to, just so, again, I'm not bringing any fibers or any kind of dirt from the top down to the bottom. So now that I'm done basically scrubbing away all of the surface grime and everything that was kind of embedded in the fibers, without using an extractor, this is simply just a way to remove any of the stains and lingering odors that your car may have. This is also one of the most effective ways, while also coming at a great price point. But now that it's clean, we want to protect it because we don't want to have these kind of stains come back. But as you see, it's a huge transformation from before. Now the fibers aren't going to be brand new because this car is over 20 years old and it's seen better days. It's obviously had a very rough life, and back here it looks like somebody may have rebuilt the motor back here because there's so much grease in the pores of the fibers that it took a lot of scrubbing to actually remove it, and some of the stains are going to be permanent. But I think it's been a huge difference because just looking from here to here, or even here to here, you see that a lot of the dirt came off pretty easily because it's just stuck on that top layer. But now we want to protect it again using some fabric guard. And what this is going to do is prevent any kind of staining. It repels water. It also makes it kind of rejuvenate the fibers of the seats, your carpet, anything like that. You just simply spray it on the surface. You don't need to buff this off. You just let it dry. You can apply multiple coats. And this will last probably a couple months depending on the conditions or how it's treated and also how you maintain it. And you can reapply this as necessary. So if you guys want to check out these products, head over to our website, chemicalguys.com, or at your local detail garage. If you like this video, if you want to learn more about this, drop your comments down below, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time right here in the Detail Garage.